Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Ross or Nanny again, and for Thursday morning story time, I have a book this morning for you called Me and My Grandpa. I think you are going to really enjoy this. It is about a bear, a little baby bear, and his grandfather. And he does things with his grandfather and just has such a good time with him. And I know that you do things with your grandparents also and enjoy being with them. So I hope you will enjoy this book and come back to see us next Thursday morning. Boys and girls, I think you will thoroughly enjoy this book. And I had told you earlier, Me and My Grandpa. And you know, I know all of you have grandparents and you have a fun time with them and you enjoy going to see them. You enjoy being with them and doing things with them. I know that's the way it is with my grandchildren. I certainly have always enjoyed being with my grandchildren, doing things with them. Now, this little bear called his grandfather Grandpa. Me and my grandpa. And here they are. He is leaving the house with his grandpa. As you see him, his grandpa's holding him on his back, riding on his shoulders. Oh, I've seen that many times. And look, he's waving goodbye to his mother who's standing over here in the door. And here the little rabbits, they're out in the yard playing. And oh, look at the beautiful flowers. I see some tulips there and some daisies over here. Now, my grandpa is here. It's the best kind of day. I hop on his back and we're off on our way. And there they go. Let's see what they're going to do. Oh, look. And I'm going to give you plenty of time to look at the pictures. As we skip through the woods, there's so much to see. We call out the names of each flower and tree. I don't know what all of these flowers are, but I would say that... oh, look, there's a bumblebee. They're pointing to those. And this looks like a tree with acorns on it up here, maybe an oak tree. And here's some sort of thing that flies through the air. Oh, here's a butterfly. So they're picking out all these things that they want to see and naming them. We slide down the hillside and land with a thud. Grandpa looks funny all covered in mud. Take a good look at him. Doesn't he look funny? He's got mud all over him where he slid down the hill. Now here comes the baby bear right behind him. So he probably gets some mud on him too. We slide down the hillside and land with a thud. Grandpa looks funny all covered in mud. Now I wonder if he's going to wash that mud off. Let's see if he does maybe. Aha! It's time to clean up. So we jump in the lake. Grandpa's big splash makes the whole forest shake. Now, instead of going home and getting in the tub like we would probably do to clean the mud off, they jumped in the lake. And you know what? I think they're having a good time doing that too, don't you? But you notice how he's holding, the grandpa's holding the little bear's hand. He won't let go of him. He's being very cautious with him. Careful. Now then, look closely at this, and I'm going to see what you think they're doing. Then I'm going to tell you, they're playing a game. When we play hide and seek, I climb right up the tree. Grandpa is clever, but he never finds me. Now, Grandpa is standing here, and he's got his hand up over his head like, oh my goodness, I can't figure out where he might be. And if you see the baby bear, he's looking out from behind the trunk of the tree, and right next to him is a little red squirrel. I'm going to read this again, and I want to tell you about this word clever. When we play hide and seek, I climb right up the tree. Grandpa is clever, but he never finds me. Clever is just another word for smart or knows how to figure things out. Now, have you ever played hide and seek? I did when I was a little girl. We played hide and seek a lot. And you let one person hide, all the children hide that are playing, and one person closes their eyes, hides their eyes so they can't see, and maybe they count up to 10 or 15 or 20, and the rest of the children run, hide somewhere, and then the person that was not looking has to try to find them. With his bright, beaming smile and a cheery hello, my grandpa makes friends wherever we go. Oh, here. He's made friends, and I'm not sure if that's a skunk or not. It sort of looks like a skunk. Does, doesn't it? Grandpa is speaking to him and shaking his hand, and the little bear is, oh, the little rabbits are waving back at him. Look. And over here's a bluebird, and he's going to get in there to see the friends too. Now, while Grandpa picks berries, I carry the pot. A few make it in, but a whole bunch do not. And what that means is that Grandpa's picking berries, and they are blackberries, I think, and he's throwing them in the pot that the baby bear is holding. And he's just trying to, it looks like he might be trying to play basketball, doesn't it? But he's getting, some of them are going in the pot and some of them are not. Now, if you'll look very closely, in front of little bear, you see a squirrel. And that squirrel has caught one of those blackberries and he's nibbling on it. And then if you'll look over here behind the little bear, you see a mouse. And he's got one of them in his hand and he's fixing to eat it. And there you see the little bluebirds, and they're fixing to get one of the blackberries too. So they're all having fun. You know, they may take those home and let the grandma make a blackberry pie. Well, they may eat them before they get there, huh? Oh, look. Isn't that sweet? If something is wrong and I start to feel blue, and the word blue here is not referring to a color, it means sad. If something is wrong and I start to feel blue, my grandpa is there and knows just what to do. He may be sad for some reason, and his grandpa's giving him, holding him close and hugging him. Now, what is this? Oh my goodness. There's a sign up here on this tree and it says, "Our Fort." Do you ever build forts? I did when I was little. I think I told you one time about building a fort with one of my neighbor friends, and what we would do if it was a rainy day, we would set up a table, a card table maybe, and put a quilt or a blanket or something over it, and that would give it sides, but make it have sides, and then we go in there and it was like a little house or a fort. The fort we've been building is finished at last. I clamber inside. Uh-oh. But Grandpa's stuck fast. And if you'll look closely, you see the baby bear peering, looking out the window of the fort, and Grandpa can't get in. I'm going to read that again. That's funny. But wonder what happens. The fort we've been building is finished at last. I clamber inside it. That means he goes in real fast. But my grandpa is stuck fast. Oh my. Maybe he has to get out and help him, push him in. As the sun starts to set, we sing songs by the fire. Our friends join in too. We're the Marshmallow Choir. Oh, I know you know what a marshmallow is, and aren't they good? Now, what they're doing, it's late afternoon, and the sun is going down right before nighttime, and they've got some of their friends around. There's a couple of little fox, and some of the little rabbits and squirrels, and then the grandpa bear, and the baby bear is sitting on a stump. Can you see him? And right next to him is a bowl or container or dish, and it's got marshmallows written on it. And they are roasting marshmallows. If you look closely, I'll spread the book apart so you can see it. It's kind of in the crease. There is a fire. They built a fire, like a little campfire, and they put the marshmallows on the stick, on some sticks, and they roast them till they're just so good and warm, and they turn kind of brown, and then they eat them. And isn't that neat? A couple of them have got cups. I believe they have a drink of some water in their cups too. So they're having a marshmallow treat there at the end of the day. And a lot of people, that when they go camping, they do that. If they camp, maybe they're in a tent and all. All right, let's see what's happening here. Oh, I believe they're back home, don't you? Look closely at this picture. Now, if you will look close at the picture, you see that Grandpa is leaning over the bed, and he looks like he's giving the little baby bear a hug and a kiss. And right next to his bed is his bookcase, and look at all the wonderful books that his mother reads to him or his grandparents. And then down in front of the bookcase, you see a basket full of his teddy bears and his toys. When it's bedtime back home, Grandpa tucks me in tight, and then he gives me a hug and a big kiss good night. And they've had such a busy, nice day. I bet it doesn't take him long to go to sleep, do you? Oh, Grandpa's my hero. He's funny and smart. I love my grandpa with all of my heart. Now, I want you to look closely at it again. And his grandpa's giving him a hug. He's probably going to go home now to his house and leave the little baby bear with his mother and daddy bear. And Grandpa will go home to the grandma, and he'll tell her what a fun day they had. And when it says Grandpa's my hero, a hero is somebody who is just wonderful and has done something really good or nice for you or for their country or whatever, but he loves his grandpa and he's his hero. He's funny and smart. I love my grandpa with all of my heart. Oh, wasn't that a wonderful book? I thoroughly enjoyed that. Now, I'd like for you to have a good week. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I want you to remember to come back to story time every Thursday at 10 o'clock. And we'll have a different book, a new book each time. And I also want you to know that I love you and that God loves you too.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. shoulders fly. Let them like the birdies flutter, flutter to the sky. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Give a little clap. Open them, shut them. Open them,